I ordered the Alice camera on January 31st, 2022. I received it around June or July of 2025. That's over 3 years of waiting for an $800 camera. When it finally arrived, I was excited. My main reason for buying it was simple. I wanted a high quality webcam that could use my many Micro Four Thirds lenses. And I can tether it using just one USB-C cable for both powering and tethering to my computer. So I can start using it to stream, phone calls, whatever, or meetings, whatever I need. Then, when I want to travel, simply unplug it, since it's just a one cable, pack it up, pack a couple tiny MFT lenses, and head out. This was perfect in theory. And for the first month or two, it worked just as expected. It was great as a webcam. Then they removed the webcam feature from the app. The very reason I bought it. Not long after that, I actually started using the Alice camera as a standalone camera. And that's when reality set in. I think I made a mistake. Then a survey was sent out that made me nervous. The question was, how would you feel if you could no longer use the Alice camera? I'm sorry, what? I waited 3 years and spent $800 of my own money. Why is losing functionality even a possibility? That question alone doesn't inspire confidence. If the webcam feature isn't coming, they should just refund the customers, or at the very least, offer a real upgrade path to the Caira without charging more. Because right now, this product feels unfinished. The promises that were made are not being met. I tried using it in a work event. It was the worst shooting experience I've ever had. I attempted to film a band in low light, and that was a struggle. Thankfully, I have other cameras that I brought. Otherwise, if that had been my only body, I would have been in serious trouble. For professional content use, it is completely unreliable. Even in advanced mode, the menu feels limited. It's barely a step up above a smartphone camera app. For working professionals, that's not enough. Autofocus is inconsistent. Sometimes it locks, sometimes it doesn't. Other times it hunts aggressively. The lens compatibility thing is what makes it even worse. None of the Yongnuo lenses work properly. It does not support any of my older Micro Four Thirds lenses. And those are the lenses I want to use because those are the lenses that are smallest. The only lens that I own that the autofocus works reliably in both in video and in photo mode is the Panasonic 12-60. The 14-42 doesn't even retract when you power it off, which defeats the compact travel concept. Turning it on is slower than it should be. It's a button instead of a switch, and then you have to wait for your phone to connect. It's not instant, so don't expect that. It's annoying enough that you won't want to swap lenses, so whatever you have it on there, you better be using that for a long time. I've even caught myself changing lenses while it was powered on because I was just too frustrated to deal with the reboot process. That to me is incredibly poor design. If you have manual focus lenses, they will all work, obviously. There is a digital split image assist tool, similar to the ones in older film cameras or Fuji's implementation, but it's not as refined. You can't customize it. There's no focus peaking option, which is my preferred method. It works, it's just a little limited. This one really surprised me. It uses the same sensor found in the cameras like the Blackmagic Pocket 4K and the GH5S. I own the 4K, I used to own the 5S. They're both known for pretty strong low light performance. I mean, they were better than some full frame cameras. This camera is not that. Instead of ISO, it uses gain. Not a huge issue, but it's odd for a photos first camera. I'm also not convinced there's a dual base gain system here. Practically speaking, you have to stay near zero, push it past 4 or 5, and the image falls apart pretty quickly. And that's for both video or photos. Video mode is basically the photo mode menu with stabilization added. It doesn't save previous settings, so every time you power it on, you have to re-enter your focal length or for stabilization. You can't change the frame rates or even clearly see what frame rate you're set to. I assume it's 4K 30, so I just keep the shutter speed at 1/60th of a second. That's not a professional workflow. Again, since only one of my lenses work properly with autofocus, I can't really recommend this for serious solo video content creators. Oh, and overheating is a thing on this thing. I actually tried filming this on the Alice before I shot it on my Olympus, and it didn't save. I shot it for maybe about 5 minutes and I couldn't get my head straight or organized, so I stopped and I stopped the recording and must have overheated at some point because the camera was really hot. So that's just another added frustration to this. The camera is beautiful. It turns heads. People constantly ask me what it is. It feels great in the hand, but less than 6 months after I received mine, the company rebranded to Camera Intelligence and launched a new camera, the Caira. If they offered a straight trade without without extra costs, I think I'd consider it. If there was an option to return it, I'd do it immediately. As much as I love all cameras, all brands, this has been the absolute worst experience I've ever had. I genuinely don't understand the overwhelmingly positive reviews some of these YouTubers did for the Alice camera. Did they even actually use this camera? I'm serious. Did people actually use this camera outside of a couple photos and then return to their actual cameras? Because if they did, and if they actually paid $800 with their own money and waited 3 years, they would be pissed off too. I waited months before making this video because they told me that the webcam feature was going to come back. It's been 5 months now. I didn't want to make this review. Not without the webcam feature, so I can talk about that at least. So I tried to refrain and stay as quiet as I can, but I can't do that now. This is future alpaco. I waited another 3 weeks before finishing the Alice camera review. I don't know. I just felt like maybe there's an update coming up, and there was. So I guess I'll just talk about that a little bit. And no, they didn't bring back the webcam feature. What all they added was a low light feature, which is incredibly limiting. You can't change anything manually that you need in low lights, so I'm assuming it's not actually giving you access to the second base ISO, but this is just an assumption. When you take a photo or a video, well, it doesn't work in video mode. It's only for photo. When you take a photo in the same exact settings, it looks exactly the same. So it's not giving you access to a second base in any way, shape, and form. All it is giving you the preferred settings for lower light situations, and that's really it. So, no, it's still the worst camera experience I've ever had. And it's unfortunate because it really is a fun camera to hold. Um, I wish it was a little bit smaller. Actually, one second. So, oops, I just knocked my dang. I, so this is the Alice camera. It's a great looking camera. Feels great, but I have been using the GF2 as my daily driver, and this has been a significantly better experience for just taking photos. Sure, it doesn't directly go to your phone, but I have my laptop with me all the time, so accessing it's pretty easy. This has been a pretty fun camera, so expect me to do a video or something soon once I play with it a little longer. It's limited, but I think that limitation is part of the fun. And also, this lens is the only is the lens that I've been wanting to use on the Alice camera because it keeps the size compact. Look at the size difference. They're both micro four thirds sensors. They both do not have IBIS. There's my cat, my other cat purring. But look at the size difference. It's incredible. This has a screen, so there's no excuse for this thing to be as big as it is. The more and more I talk about it, the more and more I use it, the more disappointed I am because it's just not the camera that I was expecting it to be, and I was promised. There, I remembered when it was first talked about and launched, I thought I'd be able to code my own app things into it. So I didn't think whatever they couldn't do. I thought, well, I could add my own, but I can't. You can't do that. It's not open sourced operating system. Um, Again, can't do anything about the webcam thing right now. I guess I just have to wait. The Caira literally looks like the same exact camera, so I definitely would not be upgrading to that. Um, Turning on and off feature, turning it on and off is incredibly slow, and I don't understand why they didn't just go with a switch because you have to turn it on, wait for the light to turn white, and then you can connect it to your phone. So it's at least a 10 to 20-second delay just to do that. You can't turn it off quickly. My cat is. Stop. So there's a delay to connect, a delay to switch lenses. It's just inconvenient. The positives are all related to how quickly it can transfer to your phone, and that's really it. It's not a big enough positive for me. So easily don't a F grade camera. I don't know how many times I could say I hate the camera. I'll continue using it just because I spent $800. I'll probably sell it sometime soon. Which sucks because I waited 3 years for this stupid thing. And that pisses me off the most. Is that I waited so long for this damn thing. I want to hold on to it just because of that. But I don't know. It's just taking up space. I have other cameras I could use for fun. So, well, all right. I guess in closing is don't buy it. Don't buy the Caira either. It's not worth it. Yep, that's it. All right. Bye.